Greetings. My name is Stuart Mars, percussion teacher at the University of Maine, and I am delighted to be able to share with you some preparation tips and demo performances for the 2020 Maine All-State Percussion Auditions. There are 4 videos in this set: the tenor solo number 4 that everyone prepares, and separate videos for the Whaley Etudes for snare drum, timpani, and mallets. I hope you find them useful in preparing for your audition, and if you need to contact me with any questions, my contact information is below in the description section. In the meanwhile, best of luck and happy practicing. Dynamics. The etude is marked as forte sempre, meaning forte or strong all the way through. But that does not mean that all the notes should be played loudly the same way. You still have to phrase musically. 2 ways to think about that is to make slight crescendos during the ascending passages and slight diminuendos during the descending passages. For example, in the 5/8 measures grouped in 2 + 3/8 notes, the strongest note is the first note of the group of 2, and the next strongest note is the first note of the group of 3. That will give the listener a clear picture of how that 5/8 measure is organized. Keep in mind that these are subtle accents. It doesn't take much to convey the musical idea. Here's what I'm talking about. 4/4, 5/8, 4/4, 5/8, 4/4, 5/8, 4/4. Key. Note that we are in F sharp minor here. That will help you avoid wrong notes. If you're not already a good reader of melody and harmony, you should watch out for the leading tone in F sharp minor, which is E sharp. There are also B sharps to look out for. Also note that the etude ends with what is called a Picardy third. That is the median or 3rd degree of the key, which has been an A natural throughout, is finally an A sharp, ending on a major chord. Sticking. This etude is awkward for following the general rules of thumb on good sticking for 2-mallet playing. In general, we try to avoid double sticking from a natural to an adjacent sharp or flat to avoid the mallet getting stuck on the way up. So we look for doubles that move laterally instead, either on the naturals or on the sharps. Sometimes, however, it either cannot be avoided, or there are other more important reasons to double from low to high. This etude is slow enough so that sticking should not be a problem in any case. I would point out that measures 9 through 11 are polyphonic. That is, we have 2 lines going at the same time, or at least overlapping. So you could think of one line in the right hand and the other in the left. Nodes. The point at which the sustaining chord passes through the bar is a nodal point on the vibrating bar. If you strike the bar over that point, you get a weak harmonic and not much fundamental. If you strike it in the center, you get fundamental. If you strike it on the very edge, another antinode, you get fundamental. Strike over the node, bad. good, bad, good. It's even more pronounced down here. Bottom line is avoid the nodes. So you can play at the very end to facilitate going back and forth, or you can play in the center to get a good sound. But stay away from the nodes. Rolls. How you execute the few rolls written out in this etude depends on whether you are playing on a xylophone or a marimba. If you're playing on a marimba, you can roll more slowly and let the resonators do the work. If you're playing on a xylophone, it will be sounding an octave higher than where it is written because the xylophone is a transposing instrument. The bars will not be as resonant, and you will be playing with harder mallets to get the characteristic xylophone sound. The rolls will be much faster in this latter case. In either instance, however, you ought not attack the rolls with accents that are not written. You can actually think of very subtle sneak entrances for the rolls to present a broad, full, sustained sound for the roll notes. It opens with these roll notes. So you can start this way. Not with accents that aren't written. Right? Rather, that gives that broad entrance that the composer is looking for here. Tempo. Try to memorize the tempo and maintain it steadily throughout until the molto ritardando in the penultimate measure. Make sure this is a dynamic ritardando with plenty of space before the last roll. That is what the word molto is saying.